Welcome to the 2020 TVC Pro Bono Mission Partner Awards.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our annual TVC Pro Bono Mission Partner Awards, this year delivered virtually. I want to open with an expression of sincere gratitude directed to all of our sponsors. I have to say, we didn't quite know what to expect this year in this very different environment. And as it turns out, this will be our most successful fundraising event in the history of TVC. We are truly humbled by your generosity and devotion to the Veterans Consortium mission. Your support allows us to continue our mission, as well as find new and innovative ways of providing the best legal services free of charge to veterans and their loved ones in need, such as our discharge upgrade program, our veterans legal advice and referral clinics, and our Equal Justice Works fellowships. I would especially like to recognize our champion sponsor, Baker Botts, for their generosity and unwavering loyalty to our program. Baker Botts attorneys have been taking TVC cases since 1998 and have a near 100% success rate, which is truly remarkable. Please welcome Jennifer Nall and David Tobin for some brief remarks on behalf of Baker Botts.
My name is Jennifer Nall, and I'm a partner in the Austin office of Baker Botts. I'm here with an associate, David Tobin, who's out of the Dallas office. Between the two of us, we've worked on over 20 cases for the Veterans Consortium, helping veterans in pro bono appeals for benefits over the last year. Baker Botts makes a focus of pro bono helping veterans and working with the Veterans Consortium. Last year, Baker Botts attorneys worked 43,000 pro bono hours in total at the firm. And this year, we've already worked 40,000 hours in the first 9 months of the year. And we know that the Veterans Consortium and the cases we get from them are a big part of that work.
Hi, this is David Tobin at Baker Botts, and Jennifer Nall and I are here to celebrate the consortium. The consortium is a wonderful organization that we love teaming up with as one of our pro bono partners. The consortium is great at encouraging volunteers and then giving them the resources they need to effectively represent the veterans. Between the training sessions they offer, the Veterans Benefit Manual, and the mentors that they make available to help with any issues that come up, the consortium really is great at helping its volunteers. As a result of the consortium, the associates who have worked on our veterans cases have gotten amazing experience. They've been able to learn veteran law, work on appeals, improve their client interactions, improve their persuasive writing, and it's been just a wonderful experience for all of the Baker Botts attorneys working on veterans cases. Most importantly, we're so thankful to the consortium for giving us the opportunity to help our veterans because they've given so much to us. So again, we thank the consortium and encourage them to keep up the great work that they do.
Thank you, Jennifer and David, and the Baker Botts team for your outstanding support of TVC and the veterans we serve. I'd also like to spotlight our Freedom sponsors, the ExxonMobil Corporation and Squire Patton Boggs, as well as our Patriot sponsors, Cameron Firm, McCarter and English, Burke, Harrington and Sutcliffe, and Paul, Weiss, Rifkin, Wharton, and Garrison for their fantastic support. We are grateful for the partnerships of all of our sponsors and supporters and greatly value the personal relationships that we've established from working together. We look forward to many more successes as we move forward. Thank you all very much for joining us tonight. Please enjoy the program.
We believe that our veterans,
our nation's defenders,
deserve the care, benefits,
and the compensation they were promised,
and the best legal services
free of charge,
to meet their challenges.
They fought for us.
Now we fight for them.
Please welcome the Executive Director of the Veterans Consortium, Steve Jordan.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for being here tonight to celebrate our shared mission of equal access to justice for veterans. I had hoped that we could share this evening together in person, but more importantly, I hope that you, your loved ones, and your colleagues are safe and healthy. In uncertain times, it can be challenging to remain positive. However, gathering as we are tonight to focus on the positive impact of our TVC mission, it's especially important for us to celebrate, even if remotely. In true form, our TVC National Volunteer Corps pro bono attorneys and mission partners have stepped up to help us maneuver through this global challenge. The onset of COVID has only intensified the need for our legal services. The vulnerable veterans that we serve are already experiencing challenges due to their denied benefits and compensation, and predictably, the current situation has exacerbated these challenges. With the support of mission partners like yourselves, we've been able to successfully move into a remote environment without sacrifice to quality and timeliness of our services. Not only are we keeping up with that, but we're seeing more cases than ever at any time in our 28-year history. We could not have done this without the dedicated TVC staff, as well as our volunteers and mission partners, who understand the importance of, and duty to, supporting our veterans and honoring the sacrifices they've endured during and after their service to our nation. I want to sincerely thank our sponsors for their generous support of our mission. We know that, especially now, there are many demands on your time and resources. We truly appreciate your proactive partnership and engaged commitment to our mission, and consider ourselves very fortunate to have your support. We're also very fortunate to have the following sponsors supporting our Equal Justice Works Fellowship. We thank Lockheed Martin, Northrop Grumman, Covington and Burling, and Morgan Lewis for their generous commitment to our veterans and supporting solutions that serve the unique needs of our veteran community. Please take a moment to look through our virtual program for a list of our sponsors and learn more about our newest initiatives. We gather tonight to recognize those who have gone above and beyond the call of duty to provide the best legal services free of charge for our veterans and their loved ones to meet their challenges. These awards are also representative of the hard work and dedication of many other organizations and individuals. We wish we could recognize each and every one of you tonight, but please know that you're all critical parts of our TVC initiative, and we are deeply grateful to each and every one of you. In that vein, before you hear from our awardees, please enjoy the following video that showcases the value that TVC brings to our veterans.
Every war since the Spanish-American War, my family has had servicemen and women serve this country. There's a scholarship called Laverne Noyes. You have to be a bloodline descendant of someone who was in World War I. Well, I applied for that scholarship, I got it, and that helped me to finance my law school education. So I can say that I would not be where I am today had it not been for my grandfather's service.
My dad is a Vietnam veteran. He suffered significant psychological problems. At the time, VA did not recognize PTSD as a disorder. My dad spent over 30 years struggling to overcome PTSD on his own. As a veteran of Afghanistan, I know personally how veterans end up in the circumstances that lead them to needing a lawyer. When a veteran is suffering, that isn't just a problem of the veteran community, that's a problem for the whole nation. The entire nation benefits from someone's service.
Coming from a military family, it's really important to help these veterans because they're all somebody's kid and they're giving up their lives to protect all of us. You operate in a strange space. Nobody knows quite where you fit. And I understand that problem. I understand that you're always operating in the gray. As much as we all say we love veterans, it's one thing if it's on your license plates, it's another thing to actually go out and help someone.
It's we the people that sought to provide for the common defense. By extension then, we the people of the United States have to do all we can to help our veterans.
There are far too many veterans who are homeless, and the pandemic is just adding to their problems. More isolation and fewer available services.
There's a lot of pain out there in the world. We need to address it and we need to make them whole. As an attorney, we have a certain set of skills. We know how to solve problems for people, but we don't know the resources necessarily that are out there for veterans. And TVC fills those gaps for us. They've got your back.
Our volunteers come from all facets of practice. They are learning veterans law as a complement to their current subject matter expertise. We assign mentors who are veterans law practitioners well versed in this practice area. Our mentors act as shadow counsel to our advocates. They want to ensure that our veterans get the care, the benefits, and the compensation they were promised and rightfully deserve.
TVC is the gold standard. They will ensure that not only you're taken care of, but your veteran client is taken care of as well.
The Veterans Consortium has embraced me from day one. You have all the resources that are needed to assist the veterans. If I have something that's challenging to me, someone is immediately with me and walking me through it.
We started the Pro Bono Legal Clinic at the Women's Health Center because we noticed that not many women were accessing our Pro Bono clinic.
The TVC Legal Clinic for Women Veterans is a simple idea, but it will have hugely positive outcomes for women veterans. If this model can be expanded and replicated in other areas across the nation, I'm fully confident that women veterans everywhere would benefit.
That first day that I worked at the Women's Clinic, I absolutely understood the value of a safe space for our female veterans to discuss issues that are unique to them.
Obviously, the women felt more comfortable in the space where they were only dealing with other women. There was a long-standing need that had not been getting met.
As a veteran, I've had to spend hours upon hours just retelling my military experiences so that others know that my military experience as a woman is the same as that of a man. That's a barrier to women actually even identifying as veterans.
One of the things that I get most often is now someone hears me. We owe it to them to hear them.
Women veterans have never asked for special treatment. They've only ever asked for equal treatment.
Our Equal Justice Works programs have been so successful.
The Equal Justice Work Fellowship, focused on immigration for service members, is vital. My own father is an immigrant to this nation. After his service, he applied for citizenship through the naturalization process. His citizenship was denied. Had my father had the assistance of a program like TVC's immigration program, he could have avoided this. For immigrants who are brave enough to put their lives on the line for this nation, citizenship is the least that we can do.
The American people have a responsibility to help our veterans.
It's not a one-sided mission. It doesn't just benefit the veteran and our organization. It benefits the volunteer.
I am so grateful that I'm working with the consortium. What this has done for me is that it has filled a void. I didn't realize how much giving means to me.
There are days when it drags you down. And then you'll happen across a case that really speaks to your heart and keeps you going.
TVC provides the right type of resources to give veterans the right kind of help when they need it most in their lives.
We're going to need volunteers who are patient, who are passionate, and who are willing to dig in and do the work to help our nation's defenders.
The experience of helping veterans, especially when they are at a point of really requiring legal representation, is unique. And it is a way to ensure that we're taking care of our nation's treasures.
What you just saw highlights the need for quality pro bono legal services. We hope it captures our passion for our mission and our dedication to justice. Our mission is to serve those it served, regardless of any identifying factor, and we do so with pride and conviction. Thank you, Aniela, Valerie, and Heidi, for your partnership and genuine enthusiasm for our program. It's now my pleasure to introduce to you the chairman of our TVC Executive Board, Bill Foster. Bill has been a member of our board for over 8 years, taking the reign as chairman in 2019. Bill has been very involved with TVC, including representing veterans for the pro bono program before the U.S. Court of Appeal for Veterans Claims. As a service-connected disabled veteran himself, Bill brings a first-hand knowledge of the challenges that veterans face and of the importance of quality representation to ensure that veterans get the care and benefits that they need. He is amply qualified and highly motivated to lead us into the next chapter of our critical mission, to ensure our veterans obtain the care, benefits, and compensation they were promised. Ladies and gentlemen, Chairman Bill Foster.
Good evening. It is my pleasure to be here tonight and to serve as the chairman of the executive board of this fine organization. As a veteran with a service-connected disability and as someone who has represented a number of veterans through the consortium, I understand how important it is for veterans to get a full and fair hearing for their claims. Many of our clients fully appreciate that someone is helping them out and willing to listen to their concerns. The consortium even provides a valuable service to veterans that we do not represent, as the high-level advocacy provided by our volunteers helps the court in fully addressing the issues before them and going through the large backlog of claims. We know that many of you have very busy practices and many demands on your time. The consortium truly appreciates the effort you make to help our nation's veterans. Tonight, it is my great pleasure to present the 2020 TVC Chairman's Award to Valerie Day in recognition of her outstanding record of service to our nation's veterans and their families, caregivers, and survivors. As you saw in the video, Valerie's family has a long, well-documented history of service to our country. Her family rightfully takes great pride in this history of patriotism, and we honor and thank them for their service. Valerie's commitment to serving veterans stems from this amazing sense of duty to country. As a member of our TVC National Volunteer Corps, she too serves her country by ensuring that we, as a nation, make good on our promise to those who have borne the battle. Since taking our training in 2016, Valerie has had favorable decisions in all of her cases and is also an active volunteer at our weekly pro bono legal clinic at the DC VA Medical Center, and was one of our first volunteers at the highly successful pro bono legal clinic for women veterans, which officially launched in March. Valerie is always ready to serve when needed. Her energy, enthusiasm, and can-do spirit are evident in her casework, as well as her work at our pro bono legal clinics. She is a remarkable advocate for our veterans and our program. This commitment to pro bono service demonstrates that Valerie Day has gone above and beyond the call of duty on behalf of our nation's veterans. Valerie, on behalf of the entire team at TVC, thank you and congratulations.
To the Executive Board, Chairman Foster, and all of the staff at the Veterans Consortium, thank you for this award and for this recognition. I'm humbled more than you know, and I'm honored more than you might imagine. Thank you also for shining that very bright light on the contributions that my family's made to the military. I share this award not only with all of you and not only with my family, but with all of the volunteers and all of the service organizations and entities that do the work of assisting our veterans. It's an honor to work with the Veterans Consortium to help better the lives of our servicemen and women. We all know there's one singular reason that we do the work that we do. We all have a heart and we all have a passion for our country and our veterans. Our blood runs deep through the soils of America. I share this award in recognition with all of you. And to our veterans, I want you to know from the bottom of my heart, I thank you. When we feel safe in this country, it is because of your service. When we feel pride in being an American, it is because of your service. I'm very grateful for this recognition and this award, but please know the highest honor of all for me is that I can repay you in service for the service you've given this country and the service you've given to our freedoms. Thank you very much.
Please welcome the Deputy Executive Director of the Veterans Consortium, Judy Donegan.
Good evening and welcome. It is my distinct pleasure to present this year's TVC Pro Bono Law Firm Mission Partner Award to the law firm of Orrick, Harrington, and Sutcliffe in recognition of their outstanding record of service to our nation's veterans and their families, caregivers, and survivors. Orrick has a firm-wide, long-standing commitment to social justice. Nearly 100% of their U.S. lawyers contributed at least 20 hours of pro bono service in 2019. Orrick is also strongly committed to supporting veterans and their spouses and advocates for the veteran community in many ways. Most notably, under the leadership of pro bono counsel Renee Kathawala, Orrick became a TVC core mission partner. As part of this partnership, ORIC hosted a CAVC training, which was webcast to their offices in New York, Houston, Orange County, Santa Monica, San Francisco, and Sacramento. Close to 24 ORIC attorneys attended the training, and a remarkable 85% of these new volunteers promptly took a case. To date, all outcomes have been successful. ORIC has committed to be a core mission partner to continue to engage and encourage their attorneys to take our training and to represent veterans. Their passion for TVC's work and commitment to pro bono service demonstrates that the firm of ORIC, Harrington, and Sutcliffe has gone above and beyond the call of duty on behalf of our nation's veterans. Thank you and congratulations.
On behalf of ORIC, I am honored to accept the 2020 Mission Award from the Veterans Consortium. While I am the one receiving the award for the firm, I wanted to acknowledge the more than 20 colleagues in at least 7 of our United States offices across my firm who in the first year of our relationship with TVC took on 10 clients. We have received favorable decisions in all of them to date. Second, and most important, I wanted to acknowledge the hard-working and devoted staff of TVC who make our work possible and who truly are the ones deserving of recognition. When we first expressed interest in participating in TVC's pro bono program, Mike Kale generously facilitated all of the details and then helped us to organize a training for our large team of volunteers. Courtney Smith did a fantastic job training our lawyers to ensure they were ready to represent a veteran client in appealing unfavorable rulings from the Department of Veterans Affairs. The appeals, as you know, heard by the Court of Appeals for Veterans Claims involve a wide range of VA disability, educational assistance, survivor benefit, and pension benefit claims. The veterans come to TVC because a claim has been denied or their disability compensation has been reduced or terminated. And that is why we do this work, to help the many military members who gave so much to us and our country, but have been denied the basic care they need. That is what has inspired so many of my colleagues to work hard to get the bad decisions for our clients overturned. Veterans work is some of the most important pro bono work we do at ORIC, and for the recognition we are receiving from TVC this evening, we are grateful. Thank you.
Please welcome TVC Director of Outreach and Education, Courtney Smith.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight. It is my pleasure to present this year's TVC Corporate Pro Bono Mission Partner Award to Amazon in recognition of their outstanding record of service to our nation's veterans, their families, caregivers, and survivors. Amazon has a strong commitment to military veterans and their spouses, and they have several initiatives which provide transitioning service members with professional training and hands-on experience in the civilian workforce. Many of their attorneys advocate for and take on pro bono cases representing veterans and their family members. Amazon attorneys, under the leadership of Senior Corporate Counsel Lloyd Chi, began to offer their pro bono services and to work on discharge upgrades in early 2018. After their attorneys attended several virtual trainings, Amazon committed to hosting an in-person training at their corporate headquarters in Seattle, Washington. This training was webcast to their international offices to promote our program and to encourage pro bono representation. To date, 23 Amazon attorneys have worked with us on discharge upgrade cases. These outcomes will have a profound impact on the lives of the veterans they assist and the ability for them to receive the benefits and care they deserve. Amazon is a dedicated mission partner who has made a commitment to continue to engage and encourage their attorneys to take our trainings and to represent veterans. Their passion for TVC's work and commitment to pro bono service demonstrates that Amazon has gone above and beyond the call of duty on behalf of our nation's veterans. Thank you and congratulations. Please welcome Amazon General Counsel David Zapolsky.
Thank you so much to the Veterans Consortium for this recognition. At Amazon, in our pro bono program, we try to provide the widest variety of opportunities for our lawyers and legal professionals to engage in pro bono work. But what we found over the years is that some of our most successful partnerships are partnerships that align with the company's priorities. As one of the leading employers of veterans in this country, it's no surprise that our partnership with the Veterans Consortium is one of our most successful pro bono partnerships. I can't thank Lloyd Shee and Julie Fryer enough for the work they've done in leading this charge, and I'm incredibly gratified for the recognition from the Veterans Consortium for their hard work. Thank you so much.
Congratulations to Valerie, Oric, Harrington, and Sutcliffe, and Amazon for your well-deserved recognition. I'd like to now give a special spotlight to some firms and individuals that have taken on additional roles to support us since the onset of the pandemic. Each one of these firms and attorneys proactively reached out to our team looking for ways that they could provide additional assistance. In addition to direct representation, they assisted with screening cases, found critical issues, crafted arguments, wrote briefs, and reviewed records, lots and lots of records. Their support totaled close to 900 hours of pro bono work, equating to more than $500,000 of legal services over the past 6 months. We want to take this opportunity to recognize them for their servant leadership. We're grateful for the highly professional and selfless contributions that have had a direct and positive impact on the outcome of our cases. Please join me in thanking Santanzio Law, Foley and Lardner, Mark Matthews Law, McCarter and English, the law firm of Michael J. Sapanik, and Quarles and Brady. I would also like to call out the engaged support we receive from our friends and partners at Duane Morris, with whom we have worked alongside on the implementation and management and staffing of our highly successful veterans and women veterans pro bono advice and referral clinics. Thank you for your invaluable assistance, leadership, and dedication to giving back. In addition, we'd like to recognize the VA General Counsel's Office for their support and assistance in making our women veterans pro bono legal clinic a reality. General Counsel William Hudson, Deputy General Counsel Dick Hippolyte, and Special Advisor Lara Eilhart work closely with TVC on this initiative. I'd also like to point out that Mr. Hudson and Mr. Hippolyte volunteer at our weekly pro bono legal clinics. I'd like to thank our executive board for their sustained leadership, our core of mentor attorneys, and our hardworking TVC staff who often spend nights and weekends working for the mission that they care so deeply about. And lastly, to those we're here for tonight and whom we fight for, our veterans, for their service and sacrifice to our country. We remember that they fought for us. Please stay with us a bit longer for a very special performance by Voices of Service, a dynamic vocal group of veterans and active duty military members. Voices of Service is part of the nonprofit Center for American Military Music Opportunities, also known as CAMO. For the past 7 years, they have used their talents to increase awareness of the therapeutic impact of music on servicemen and women who are coping with post-traumatic stress and other visible and invisible wounds. They're performing their newest original song, Let Me Raise My Voice. Thank you for joining us tonight, and bless you for your continued support. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Voices of Service.
In a single moment, and every single day, a chance to redefine you in every single way. Will you sit there silent, hopeless and afraid, or will you rise above the ones who stand there in your way? Will you raise your voice? Will you make the choice? Let me raise my voice. Let me raise my voice. stand silent and watch the world go by in a single moment, in a flash of time. A chance to redefine you, a chance to change